Hi, I'm Lady Vivian Pruitt, and this month I want to focus on my trip to Israel. I know I did a previous video blog about my trip to Israel with my husband, but this month I really want to focus on some of the ways that Israel really touched me personally. So let's talk. So the first thing I want to talk about is our guide. Let me tell you about our guide. Our guide's name was Sam, and this gentleman really helped us make a spiritual connection with Israel. He was with us the entire step of the way, so he arranged everything from picking us up to the airport to taking us to the different hotels, and he moving us from location to location via bus or however we needed to be transported. But he made such an impression upon me because he not only just told us about the different places. I've been on different tours before. People say, oh, this is this and this is what happened, this here and that there. But he actually took the time to just connect us. He would tell us the story. He would give us the scripture, and he just turned it kind of like into a mini message and told us about the spiritual component about every location that we went to. He also, not only did he give a spiritual message, but he gave kind of like a practical application for every area that we went to. He was so kind. He was very patient with us. We were a group of about 35 people, and he really was very patient with us. When we were running late, he would tell us to be down at a certain time in the morning, and, he'd be waiting patiently at the bus, tapping his little toes and saying, okay. And when we would come and say, oh, we're so sorry we're late, he would be, not a problem. Let's get on the bus. Let's roll on and move on. So he was such a great help. He told us about, he showed us like where he lived and his story and how he has children here, and really about the situations of the Christians in Israel, how a lot of the generations, the younger ones are leaving, and there's not a lot of Christians that are staying behind. There's a lot of Christians that are leaving Israel and moving on to the United States in different places. But again, Sam was just fantastic. I really, really enjoyed Israel because of him. I really, really connected to Israel because of him. It wasn't just oh, look at this site and look at that site. It was so much just the meaning and the deep spiritual connection with each site that we had. It was so great. The spiritual connection with Israel was amazing. It really, really brought the Bible. When I say it brought the Bible back to really to life for me, it really did bring it to life for me because, it's one thing when you read, oh, in Bethlehem, this happened, but to actually be in Bethlehem where the things did happen, that was amazing. To say, this happened in Jerusalem and whatnot, and to actually be in the place where these things happen, I think that was also a wonderful, wonderful connection that you cannot make unless you go and visit the Holy Land. And I really, really believe that the Holy Land is just that. It is a holy land just because it's the place where Jesus walked. So the whole ground is holy. And I kept that in mind as I was there the whole time. I said, this is a holy place. And I never thought that I would find myself in this holy place, in this holy land, and to have had the opportunity to go and visit. And thanks to Sam, who just made our trip that much greater, just really took it to another level. So I would encourage you to definitely make it, put it on your bucket list, try to save up and go to Israel. It's totally, totally worth it. So stay tuned in for the next part where I'm going to talk a little bit more about my trip to Israel.